Welcome back to Live It, Love It Now, where you'll find the latest trends and insights for living your life your way. If you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, you know that I wear contact lenses. It's very important to know the best way to insert and remove your contact lenses and how to properly care for them. This will help ensure that you will love wearing your contact lenses as much as I do. Oh, we have a question from Twitter. The answer is no, and I will show you a few good ways shortly. But first, it's very important to follow your eye doctor's instructions and use the solution that your doctor chose for you. Since the key to comfortable lenses is keeping them moist and preventing them from drying out, my doctor chose Opti-Free PureMoist, which is from the makers of the #1 doctor recommended and #1 purchased brand. Opti-Free PureMoist is made for today's high-tech contact lenses. It keeps them moist and comfortable all day long and keeps a cushion of moisture on the surface of the lens. Before touching your contact lenses, you need to wash your hands. Washing your hands is very important. Use a soap that does not contain lotions or leave a residue on your skin. Even the smallest amount of soap or lotion on your contacts can cause irritation. Also, make sure to dry your hands completely with a clean, lint-free towel, because water can make the lens stick to your finger and not go in your eye. Finally, before you open your lens case or package, make sure the drain is closed. Contacts can be slippery and you don't want them sliding down the drain. To avoid confusing your contact lenses, only open one side of the lens case at a time. It's best to always start with the right side. Empty the solution and the lens into the palm of your hand. Never save or reuse the solution. Place the lens on the index finger of your dominant hand and take a closer look. If it's clean and makes a cup, it's ready to insert. And if you see any rips or defects, then trash the lens and open a new one. If the edges flare out at all, the lens is inside out and it won't feel right in your eye. Squirt it with a few drops of solution and bend the edges in the opposite direction so that it does make a cup. Make sure that only the bottom of the lens is touching your finger because it won't go in unless the whole rim of the cup can touch the eye. Now, as I said, there are a few different ways you can insert contacts correctly. I recommend trying them all to see what works best for you. The first way is with the lens on your index finger. Use your other hand to hold the upper eyelid open and prevent it from blinking. Then use your middle finger to pull down the lower lid. Finally, look up and insert the lens on the bottom white part of your eye. Then look straight ahead, gently let go of your eyelids and blink a few times to center the lens. This is the last step no matter how you insert the lens. A second way is to look straight ahead instead of up and place the lens right over the middle of your eye. One slightly different method is to use your right hand for your right eye and your left hand for your left eye so you don't ever have to come in at an angle. You can also use the side of your finger instead of the front. Lean into the mirror, put your chin down, look up, use the index finger of the opposite hand to pull down the lower lid, then bring the side of your finger to the lower part of your eye until your lens transfers. This method doesn't require holding the upper lid, which is the most awkward part of the process. Once the lens is in, cover your other eye to make sure your vision is clear. If there is any discomfort, you can move the lens around with your finger under your eyelid or directly. But if it still doesn't feel right, take it out and call your eye doctor. When your lenses are in, rinse out each side of the lens case with solution and let it air dry until it's time to store the lenses. Now let me show you how to get your lenses out, which you should try to remember to do before you take off your makeup. Remember to start by thoroughly washing and drying your hands and then close the sink drain. Starting with the right eye, you can look up, slide the lens down, and gently pinch it out with your index finger and thumb. Or you can look toward your nose, move the lens away from your nose, and gently pinch it out. Or you can look up, gently slide the lens down against the bottom eyelid until it loses suction, then pinch and remove. After you have your contact lens out, thoroughly wet each side of the lens with Opti-Free PureMoist and rub the lens for 20 seconds. After rubbing, rinse each side of the lens with Opti-Free PureMoist. Make sure to put the lens in the correct side of the case. Cover it with fresh solution and put on the lid. Then repeat the same process with the other eye. Opti-Free PureMoist requires at least 6 hours of soaking. That's it. I hope I've helped some of you become more comfortable wearing and caring for your contact lenses. Remember that you're not supposed to be aware of them once they're in your eyes, so never wear a contact lens that is persistently uncomfortable or makes your eye red. In fact, consult with your eye doctor anytime you have any level of discomfort. For Live It, Love It Now, I'm Marissa Morgan. All of this nice weather has been luring people to the beach. After the break, Josh Jones gives a few tips on how to avoid a burn while enjoying the day with your friends.